trying to get up to go hunting. They've got 2 lanes closed, and there's a whole bunch of smoke coming out behind those trees there. Looks like it was just a little forest fire started. That's crazy. About a half mile from where I want to park this truck and camper, and it's like the last spot you would ever want to take a truck camper. Any further in, it turns into like a rated Jeep trail. This is a Wednesday night, September 13th. The reason I come out during the week is I want a low hunt pressure. And the last time I was here was the previous Saturday, and I had some pretty good encounters. And I called to them, they called back, more like they barked back at me saying, "What the heck are you?" Well, believe it or not, this is where I'm going to be hunting tonight. Right in the middle of the power lines. Last time I saw them, I had just come up over that little ridge there where those telephone poles are. And they were approximately 150 to 200 yards this side. Right now I've got the wind in my face. That could switch come 6:30, 6:45, and it could start dropping that way, so I have to be prepared to quick cross down there and always keep the wind out of this area, or my scent out of this area. Now down there is the meadow that has a lot of sign, and that's where I saw the game camera down there, and the wallow is approximately 490 feet just that way. And I'm guessing they're coming out of these trees, crossing through here to go down to feed for the night in that meadow. I cleared all the sticks out. I'm going to be hiding behind these 3 little pine trees, and we'll see what happens. Right there on that ridge, I was standing there. That's actually where I bumped 2 mule deer 4 days ago. Any horns over there? Oops. No horns. And the elk were on my side of them. There they are right there. Man, it gets cold in here. So no elk tonight. It was super quiet. I didn't hear a single 4-wheeler. I didn't hear a single muzzleloader shot. I did see the 2 mule deer. And I've been kind of going over the maps, Google Earth, and this area is really concentrated with Forest Service roads. And I think tomorrow I'm going to go in early, see if I see anything. I'm going to check that wallow, see if it looks like it's been revisited since I was last there 4 days ago. And then I'm going to head on out and go back down some other road that leads to a larger plot of land without Forest Service roads through it. I'm coming up on that wallow that I kept checking out last week, and take a look here. It's hard to say. This area all over here looks untouched. It looks pretty much the same as it did 4 days ago. Okay, there's the truck and my little camper down there, and this is what beetle kill looks like. This is actually really light as far as the timber fall, and it's quite easy to get through here. It can get a lot worse than this, but I'll probably get out of the trees tonight and listen just over there. But for right now, I'm heading straight that way, and I think that leads to a drainage that leads to a big drainage where there should be quite a bit of water. So I thought I'd give a shot here of what I'm heading into. Again, there is no roads anywhere out this entire way, and there's private land and BLM land that border the Forest Service, or the National Forest, that go this way. So the hunt pressure should go down more and more as I go in. So I'm in between two ditches, one up that way. I'm hoping I can make my way out right down here. I finally made it out of the forest and into this meadow. Coming down this drainage here where I thought I might have seen a wallow, I did see several other beds and a little bit of sign, and that's the only sign I've seen coming out of that huge forest there. What I'm going to do is cross here and go sit up on this hillside for a bit and see if I get my bearings with my GPS and my satellite images and pick out a way to get back. So, made it down here. Here's some good sign. Right at that watering hole. Major trail. Running down the bottom here. And the bad thing is, there's two muzzleloader hunters about my elevation. Is this valley. I see something on the map called Horse Trail, and there's BLM land 3/4 of a mile in that direction that you can drive up to, hop on a trail and walk this valley in and sit on this edge. Well, I've started my way back. It's 5:02, and I ended up talking to those muzzleloader hunters. They're from Wisconsin, and the guy's got had a broken pelvis or something like that. So there's a complete walking trail with a name that comes right up and all the way over to the other area. But he can't get around very well, so they've been hunting this valley for the last week. They gave me a whole bunch of information. Just wanted to give you an idea of the valley that I just hiked down into. It looks so perfect for elk. There's a lot of aspens up in there. There's a ton of water. There's steep cover that I'm currently going through. I found something rather unusual that I was not expecting to find this far out in the middle of nowhere. There is a giant swath of area cut down. Well, no, not cut down. Cleared with a chainsaw to make it through here. And it goes this whole ridge line. And I'm looking for horse tracks, but I don't see any. But even like little ones, it's just completely cut. Like I said, it helps me out as far as finding my way out of here. Just heading through the tunnel. I got it down to one lane. On the way out tonight, I met the hunter that cut that whole ridgeline in with a chainsaw. This guy, he's been there for 5 years. Says there's elk all over. It's still a low success, even though he sees them every year. A friend of his got one in the last 5 years. Then on further my way out, I talked to a guy that's been hunting that area for 12 seasons, is what he said. And he really gave me a lot of tips. And apparently I was heading in the right direction. I went over one more ridge He said there's so many elk over there you wouldn't know what to do. But by that point, you're 5 miles in. And to shoot one there without a group of guys in archery season, you'll probably lose some of the meat because you won't get it all out in the first night. And the next day, the temperatures get too hot and the meat will spoil. So this one's over. Next one should start tomorrow. And hopefully I'll get some on camera for you.